Hey guys, just wanted to take another opportunity to shoot you a little message today. I want to talk about a couple of verses that we see all over the place but are so timely for us during this season that we're living in. Philippians 4:13 says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." We see that verse all over the place on billboards, on sports t-shirts. People like to talk about how God's going to give us everything that we want because Christ is going to bless us with this incredible dump truck full of blessings. But I want to read for you a couple of verses that come before that and provide a little reminder and encouragement for you during this time. Starting in verse 11, Philippians 4:11, Paul says, "Not that I speak from want, for I have learned to be content in whatever circumstances I am. I know how to get along with humble means. I know how to live in prosperity. In any and every circumstance I have learned the secret of being filled and going hungry, both of having abundance and suffering need." Then he says the verses that we recognize. In verse 13, "I can do all things through him who strengthens me." So we listen to those verses. If we read those couple of verses that come before Philippians 4:13, I think it puts that verse in a different light. Because as we read 11 and 12, we're reminded of all of the difficulties, all of the challenges that Paul faced. See, Paul didn't have everything that he wanted. He didn't always win at every situation that he came in contact with. Paul was beaten mercilessly sometimes. He was stoned and left for dead. He was put in prison on multiple occasions. See, Paul didn't have an easy life. But what he says, what he means here when he says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me," is not I'm always going to win. What he's saying is, even when life gets hard, Jesus is worth it. Even when things seem crazy or life puts chaos around us, we have no reason to fear because we know the God who is in control of everything. See, if we look at life through that lens, if we look at life through that perspective, then it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if we have plenty of food or if we have no food. It doesn't matter if we have plenty of money to pay all the bills or no money at all. It doesn't matter if we are sure of our health and safety or whether we live in the middle of chaos. What we are reminded from these verses is that Jesus is in control, that God is still on his throne and still powerful, and we can trust him with everything that happens in life, whether it seems chaotic or scary or is comfortable and exactly the way that we always want it. Church, be reminded of that today. Even though you may feel like life is out of control, nothing is out of control for God. He's still on the throne. He's still in control of everything that happens, and he still loves you. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.